Problems 7, 8, and 9 from the homework worksheet H1-1 is asking us to evaluate each expression if the value of x is 4 and the value of y is -1. So since it's been a while since we've done some math here, remember, anytime it asks you to evaluate, typically what you're going to do is be plugging something in and then simplifying it to find the overall value. Let's take our number 7, which is 3x divided by the quantity of x squared minus y squared, and let's substitute in our values for x and for y. So since x is going to be 4, we'll say this is the same thing as saying 3 times 4 on the top, and then underneath we've got in parentheses 4, and then we'll close it, squared minus, and then our y value we said was -1. Now it's important that you realize there, right, that there's a minus sign and a negative sign there. So when you put that -1 in there, that minus sign is not part of that. Now we'll just take this here and just use our order of operations like you've been doing in the previous problems. On the top, 3 times 4 is just going to give us 12. And then we'll look at the bottom group. In this bottom group, we've got some exponents to deal with. So 4 squared is going to be 16. -1 squared, well, -1 times -1 is +1, and then we're still subtracting on the bottom. So we have 12 over 16 minus 1, which we could say is the same as 12 over 15. And then, that is the correct answer, but since both of those numbers are divisible by 3, right? If we factored 12, that's like saying 3 times 4. And if we factored 15, it's like 3 times 5, and we can cancel those factors. So that simplifies to 4/5. So yes, 12/15 is correct, but we like to use the most simplified answer when we can. Welcome to Algebra 2. All right, number 8, we have the absolute value of y minus x. Let's just rewrite it here. We've got a -1 in for our y. Actually, I've been trying to color code those so you can see what's been plugged in. And then we have minus, and then our x is going to be just 4. So since we have those absolute value grouping symbols, we need to simplify inside first. So we have a -1 minus 4, which is going to give us that -5. And we're taking the absolute value of -5, which is asking how far from 0 is -5, which is 5 units from 0. So our answer for number 8 is +5. Looking at number 9, now we have the absolute value of y minus the absolute value of x. So these two are different. Let's take it and set it up. We're going to say the absolute value of our -1 minus the absolute value of our 4. So now instead of doing the subtraction first, we're going to do the absolute values first. Absolute value of -1 is 1. Absolute value of 4 is 4. So we have a 1 minus 4 in this expression, which gives us -3. So -3 is our final answer for number 9. Let me know, how'd you do? If you have questions, I can help however I can, so just reach out to me.